Today, we're diving in to one of the biggest questions I get asked by business owners and entrepreneurs. What social media platform should I be on? And why? Trying to be everywhere can feel overwhelming, exhausting, and honestly, like spinning your wheels. So grab your notebook. We're going platform by platform, unpacking who's really there, how people use it, what kinds of businesses it fits best, and how you can show up without burning out. Plus, I'll share some real-world examples to make it concrete. It's showtime. Let's get started. Creating consistent, engaging social media content shouldn't feel like rocket science. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs go from, I don't know what to post, to I've got this, using simple, easy to implement steps that make a big difference. I'm Maggie Carey, and welcome to the Painless Posting Podcast. Before we get started, I want to share a mindset that will help change how you approach this. Your core message, what you stand for, who you help, and the value you bring. That stays rock solid no matter where you show up. But the way you show up, that shifts depending on the platform. Think of it like dressing for a different occasion. Same you, different outfit, different vibe. That means you don't have to create a ton of wildly different content for every platform. In fact, you shouldn't. This is where smart systems like painless posting come in. You start with one strong idea, one great post, and then adapt it, tweak it a little bit for each platform. That keeps your message consistent, but it lets it feel fresh and authentic wherever your audience is. Let's start breaking down each platform. Let's kick things off with Facebook. Now I know, I get it. Some of you might be rolling your eyes thinking, Facebook? Isn't that old news? But here's the thing. Facebook is still very much alive and kicking, especially if your audience is adults between the ages of 35 and 65 or over. Think homeowners, parents, local buyers, and folks who want to connect with businesses they trust and businesses that are local. Picture this, your ideal client. Let's say a busy mom in her 40s is scrolling through Facebook during her lunch break. She's not hunting for the next big influencer here. She is checking in with her friends, her family, and yes, businesses she already knows or has heard good things about it. She wants to see if you're active, trustworthy, and reliable. Facebook is less like a flashy magazine and more like your friendly neighborhood coffee shop. It's a place to build relationships, to share stories, and show the real human side of your business. So instead of dazzling people with flashy brand stunts or highlight reels, which honestly don't perform all that great on Facebook, you want to share warm, thoughtful posts. Think client success stories, helpful tips, updates that explain why you do what you do. For example, I worked with a local landscaping company who started posting before and after photos. But here's the twist. They didn't just show the pictures, they told the story behind each project, like how the homeowner wanted a kid-friendly yard or needed low-maintenance plants because they traveled a lot. Those posts sparked real conversations and referrals, not just likes. Now, you might be thinking, well, that sounds great, but how do I keep up with the posting all the time when it takes over my week? Well, that's where painless posting comes in. You create one solid post idea, maybe a client story or common question, tailor the caption for Facebook, and a bit more context and warn. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Just adapt your core message to fit the platform's vibe. So, if your business serves local customers and relies on trust and referrals, Facebook is a place you want to be. But remember, show up like a trusted neighbor, not a flashy stranger. Now let's switch to Instagram. This platform is a whole different animal, younger, more visual, and all about personality. Most users are between the ages of 25 and 45, and they're scrolling through reels, stories, and carousels looking for something that catches their eye and feels real. That authenticity is not just the word of the year, my friends. Authenticity matters on all social media platforms, especially on Instagram. So imagine you're a personal trainer or a creative entrepreneur. Instagram is your stage to showcase your style, your process, your personality. But here's the catch. People on Instagram decide fast if they like you or not. It's not the place for long-winded explanations or corporate-sounding posts. Instead, Instagram rewards quick, punchy content that is visually engaging. Think of a reel that teaches one simple idea, a carousel with a step-by-step tip, or stories that pull back the curtain on your day-to-day. For example, a fitness coach I know posts quick reels showing a quick workout move, plus carousels that break down nutritional tips. She also shares stories about her own struggles and wins, which makes her followers feel connected and inspired. One thing to watch out for on Instagram: audience can sniff out anything that feels scripted or salesy. So keep your captions casual, conversational, and Now let's go to my favorite platform, LinkedIn. Often misunderstood, LinkedIn is not just a place to post your resume or random business quotes. I like to say LinkedIn is not Facebook in a suit, and LinkedIn is not for lattes. Keep those on Instagram and Facebook. It's a platform where professionals, decision makers, and business owners come to read, reflect, and build meaningful connections. This may surprise you, but there are a lot of users that are younger because they're out there looking for jobs as well and to connect with other businesses. So you'll find a very wide range of ages, 25 to 55, even higher. Think of LinkedIn as a network event or a professional conference. People here want to learn. They want to get inspired, and they want to find trusted experts. So if you're a consultant or a coach or a B2B, LinkedIn is your playground. The content that works best is stories about lessons learned, insights from your experience, or behind-the-scenes looks at how you run your business. For instance, a leadership coach might share a post about a challenge they overcame with a client. Then invite readers to connect for a deeper conversation. They're not selling, they're sharing. Here's the trap. Sounding corporate or like a sales brochure will kill your engagement. LinkedIn wants that authenticity, clear, confident storytelling with real takeaways. Now let's talk about YouTube. This is the platform where people go when they really, really want to learn something. And I mean a deep dive. The audience spans pretty wide. This is all ages, my friends, from teens all the way through 60 plus. YouTube viewers aren't casual scrollers. They're actively searching for solutions, for tutorials, and in-depth content. Imagine you're a software company or maybe even a fitness coach. Someone comes to your YouTube with a problem. Maybe they want to figure out how to use a new app or nail a workout move. Your job here is to be the trusted teacher who breaks it down clearly and patiently. One client that I worked with started creating step-by-step tutorial videos for their product. The cool thing, not only did it build trust and authority with their audience, but it dramatically cut down the number of support emails they received. Talk about a win-win. Now YouTube content can tend to be longer and more detailed. And what people are doing is taking their long-form videos, like I do, and cutting them up and creating short-form videos. So there is a way to provide those quick tips on YouTube as well using shorts. But keep in mind, you want clear and thorough videos. Titles and descriptions should be question-based and keyword-rich because YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. People find you by typing in their problem, so you've got to speak their language. And keep in mind, my friends, that Google owns YouTube. And even tools like ChatGPT are starting to give YouTube videos as answers to questions sometimes. So it's very important to keep that in mind when you're creating your content for YouTube. Now, if you're thinking about managing this with your limited time, remember, you can do what I do. Create a long-form video, chop it up into smaller, manageable content, and then publish it on multiple platforms. If you go to Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, etc., what you'll find on my Master at Media social media accounts is clips from these videos. This video may actually be a clip that you're watching right now from a longer form video. So when you are creating your content, make sure your script is designed to be broken up into 1-minute clips that can be repurposed. So you can use a little AI magic, generate optimized titles and descriptions, and get those videos found without starting from scratch each time. Now let's talk about the wild child of social media, TikTok. It's fast, it's fun, and it's all about video. The crowd here is mostly younger, between 18 and 40, and they scroll lightning fast. If you love being on camera and can deliver quick, clear, punchy content, TikTok can catapult your brand awareness. And here's the thing. If you're camera shy or prefer slow, thoughtful content, TikTok might feel a little frustrating. Picture a baker who posts 30-second how to decorate a cake video. They hook viewers in the first couple of seconds, and then they deliver value fast. That's what works. That baker doesn't have to be front-facing on his social media. They just have to record their decorating skills with a phone and a tripod if they really want to get fancy. The biggest mistake I see, long intros, vague content. TikTok demands you get straight to the point. If you don't hook your viewer in the first 2 to 3 seconds, you will lose them. Done. You're gone. They're on to something else, watching somebody point at screens like this. You don't need huge production steps, but you do need to be clear, direct, and authentic. Now, let's talk about the classy lady of the bunch, Pinterest. It's a different beast entirely. It's less about socializing and more about planning and inspiration. Mostly used by women aged 18 to 44, it's a visual search and save platform. If your business offers lifestyle, DIY, home decoration, fashion, makeup, or anything people want ideas that they can come back to, Pinterest is a gold mine. Think of it like a giant evergreen mood board. Someone might be planning a wedding, decorating a room, looking for healthy recipes. They save your pins and revisit later. A client of mine who runs a home decor store pins 5 ways to style a coffee table with gorgeous photos and step-by-step tips. These pins keep bringing traffic to their website, even years after posting. I mean, I post on Pinterest. I post my tips on Pinterest. People save them, and it drives traffic. I can tell because I'm looking at my Google Analytics, and I can see that I am driving traffic to my website from Pinterest. Now remember, Pinterest isn't just pretty pictures without a purpose. Your pins need clear titles and descriptions that explain what problem you're solving or what benefit you're offering. So make sure when you create pins for Pinterest, you want to make sure that you're creating content that is going to be consumable by your ideal audience on that platform. And remember, with Pinterest, you can have multiple boards, so you can divide your business. If you're, say, a landscaper, you can divide your business into flowers, into spring, summer, winter. You can have a variety of different boards so that it's easier for your ideal client to find the pin that they're looking for. Now let's talk about X, formerly Twitter. It is fast-paced, idea-driven, mostly younger users, but it does have a mixed crowd overall. It is big for thought leaders, commentators, industry insiders. X is your platform for quick reactions, hot takes, and snappy commentary. great for news and trending information. Think short, opinionated posts, educational threads, and clear stances. For example, a marketing consultant might share daily bit-sized tips on commentary on the industry. I find a lot of AI influencers are using this to keep people up with the ever-changing, fast-changing world of AI. The biggest mistake I see people do is being vague or inconsistent. You want to be clear and frequent. Now, Meta, the owners of Facebook and Instagram, have created a new kid on the block to combat X. It's called Threads. Threads, similar to X, is text first, it's casual and conversational. It, again, is mostly 25 to 45-year-olds who want quick, thoughtful, and educational. If you like the idea of sharing micro tips, quick questions, simple insight, without pressure of polished content, Threads could be a good fit for you. A coach could post a daily question to get their audience thinking or share a tiny bit of advice that sparks a conversation. The key to Threads is to keep it casual and authentic. Don't overthink it or polish it to death. Your core post ideas can easily be broken up into bite-sized threads. Maybe you have a blog post where you could take excerpts of that blog post and post it on Threads. So again, strategy for Threads and X, very similar. Now, there is one people overlook because they don't think it's a social media platform. Well, my friends, I want to change your mind about this. It is the Google Business Profile. You can get there by going to business.google.com. Technically, is it a social media platform? Maybe, maybe not, but you can post content on there. And I strongly suggest you do because it comes up in Google Maps and Google searches. And my friends, is it powerful? It helps you with SEO to your website and your other social media platforms. Now, keep in mind, a lot of people think that Google Business Profile is only for people who have a physical brick-and-mortar business. That is not true. You can create it for your online business. If you look up Master It Media, we have a territory that we cover. I don't list my personal address on there. Now, you can do the same thing. There is a setting in Google Business Profile that you can turn off your physical location and just put in the area that you serve. So, if you don't have a Google Business Profile, go to business.google.com and set one up today. I have another video that I can share with you. I'll put it in the show notes that gives you all the tips and tricks on how to set up a Google Business Profile. So let's get to the meat of how you can use Google Business Profile. This is where people go when they are ready to buy. They're searching for a plumber, a salon, a cafe, and they want proof you're legit and you're good. So your profile is going to show your reviews, your photos, your address or your service area, your hours, frequently asked questions, and special offers. You can even put events on there. You can even put specials. It is a digital storefront on Google, and my friends, it's free. Yes, I'm saying it. It is free. Now, granted, they're going to try to get you to buy Google ads, but you don't have to. Just say no and continue on. One salon I know posts photos regularly and responds to reviews promptly. This simple activity boosted their local search ranking and brought in a steady stream of new clients consistently. If you ignore this, it's like leaving your shop windows dark and dusty. Please consider posting on Google Business. Now, I have just gone through all of the major players in the social media world. These platforms are busy and active. And remember, your audience may not just be on one platform. They may be on multiple platforms. They may only be on one platform. If you are only on one platform, you are doing your clients a disservice. Be where they are. Provide valuable information, be authentic, and always be on brand. Have them find you. I can't tell you how many people say to me, Maggie, you are all over the place. Well, my friends, I have never been able to post easier. It is so simple to create content now using the tools and tactics and training that I teach my clients. And trust me, you don't have to spend hours and hours a day doing your social media content to be active on social media. This is why having a tool like Painless Posting is so powerful. Get a posting tool that will allow you to publish on multiple platforms. It will make things so much easier for you, and you can share these posts weekly, daily, on all your platforms. You keep your profile active and attractive without the hassle of going into each and every platform individually. The secret is picking one strong idea and adapting it per platform with small tweaks. The same message, different packaging. And that's where Painless Posting can help you. It saves you time, it keeps you authentic, and lets you show up powerfully wherever your audience is. If you want to see it in action and save yourself hours of time every week, go to painlessposting.com. Not only do we provide the tools, but we also provide tactics, training, and content to take the pain out of posting. Check out our demo at painlessposting.com. And if you're enjoying the Painless Posting podcast, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. It helps other business owners discover these shortcuts too. Until next time, keep your posting painless and your engagement powerful.